There's a new me coming out, and I just have to live, and I wanna give. I'm completely positive. I think this time around I am gonna do it like you never knew it. Oh, I'll make it through. The time has come for me to break out of the shell. I have to shout that I am coming out. There's a new me coming out.
Welcome to the show Never Too Late Ever, where we focus on making the next chapter of your life the very best chapter ever. I am your host, Lorraine Hoving, and I am so glad you are joining us today. Today, we have Art Costello, and if you were here last week, you would have heard him. And this is going to be exciting because we're going to continue talking about expectancy therapy. Just remember, I have my teeth being worked on, and I continually have problems with long syllable words. So anyways, I'm excited that you're here because I know this is going to be a benefit. So open your ears and listen, because you're going to find something that you can apply to your life today. Art, welcome back.
It's a pleasure to be here.
I want to ask you a question. What is it that wakes you up on fire in the morning? Each morning you want to tackle the day. What is it that gets you out of bed?
I'm so people driven that I know that I'm going to be I look forward to affecting somebody's life that day. That's what keeps me motivated and going. I'm not a young chicken. I'll be 72 in August 26th, and I refuse to slow down, give in, or give up. It's the old Marine in me. But I wake up, and the first thing I do every morning is, and I've done it since the Marine Corps, is make my bed, make sure it's nice and tight, and then I just go out and start my day, and start it at 4:30 in the morning, and just go. I don't stop.
Wow, you wake up at 4:30 in the morning?
Every morning.
Why did you start that in the Marines? And tell us about that, why you wake up at 4:30 in the morning. Because I like to hear those routines, because I see success in certain people, and a lot of times they're early risers. So what causes you to get up, and what do you do with your mornings?
Well, when I was a kid, I had chores to do because we had animals, so I had to go feed the animals. But I've gotten into that routine, and I don't require a lot of sleep.
So you lucky person.
I'm really lucky. But the other, and I'm going to be real honest about this, is my wife is a nurse anesthetist, and she has to get up and go to work early. So she has to be ready for surgery at 5:30 or 6 in the morning.
So that makes it easier.
So it just makes it easier, but I did it before her anyway, so,
Right.
But I'll give her some of the credit for it, so.
Always give those wives credit, Art.
Oh, I give her a lot of credit.
Right. Well, you're a smart man.
I am that.
So what do you do with your morning? Do you do a meditation, or do you have a little routine, or exercise, or what do you do?
Usually, I go out, I read in the morning. I like to get my reading out of the way. So I'll read different things after she's got herself ready to go and all that. I'll read for an hour.
Have a quiet time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'll take that time and plan out. Then I usually head to the office and start working on writing. And I'm very creative in the morning. I tend to be an early person anyway, so I get a lot more done from 6:30, 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock than most people get done in a day. So
wow.
I just get, I have things that I don't want to say are planned out, but I do in a way. I know what has to be done, and I get it done. Mm-hmm. I like to get things done and over with.
Yeah, I'm an early morning. I like to wake up early morning, not quite 4:30, but but I do like to wake up early because I find I'm a morning person. I wake up, when I talk about that question about waking up, being on fire, I wake up like that. I wake up kind of singing, and I'm one of those annoying morning persons. So let me tell you a little bit about our Art. He is an author and speaker and a successful entrepreneur. Art offers wisdom as well as tangible tools for success that will help boost your confidence, encourage your journey, and affirm you as you begin to enjoy the freer, more productive life you've always longed for. He lives in Austin, Texas with his wife, Beverly. He has also 3 children and 5 grandchildren, 5 girl grandchildren. Art's backgrounds include serving as a Marine in Vietnam, playing college and semi-professional baseball, and working as a talent scout in the entertainment industry. As a counselor at Mercy Mental Health in San Diego, he has worked with world-renowned play researcher Dr. Stuart Brown. So I have a question for this. Right up here it says that you help boost confidence, encourage your journey, and you have tools. What would your tools be if somebody does not have a lot of confidence and they need courage and to be encouraged on their journey? What are some tools that we can use to encourage those people? Because right out there, somebody may be listening in the car, at home, and they do not have confidence. They are discouraged in their journey. What can you offer them today with a tool that they can take on and tackle today?
The tool that I use is the formula that we use for expectation therapy, and it actually came out of physics. There's a physics formula. It's called the formula of expectation. It's what scientists use to determine the outcomes for experiments they're doing. I took that formula and broke it into a behavioral formula protocol that we're using. It's very, very effective, and it's based on 3 simple things. And that's one of the things about expectation therapy is, you know, in life, we complicate things way too much. And when you start to simplify it, it really starts to come together. And what we did is we took, first of all, identification. That's the first step in expectation therapy. Second step is clarification, clarifying what you want, what your wants, needs, and desires are, where you want to go. And then thirdly, we solidify it with a written plan of action that will give you the tools or will give you the skills to take the steps to changing your life. And it's worked. It's worked over and over and over again with the testimonies that I have.
Wonderful. So number 1 was identification. So identification, explain that to our audience.
Well, what I do, if you'll remember last week in my story, I told you about going to the hilltop as a 9-year-old and having a conversation.
Yes.
I literally will take clients out and we'll go and lay on the lawn somewhere. Austin has a lot of beautiful scenic overlooks of the river. So I'll take people where I really, and you don't need me to go with you. You can do this on your own. Anybody can do this. Go find your place, your happy spot where you are safe, comfortable, and can totally let yourself go and start asking yourself, what do I want out of my life? What do I want?
Yeah.
That's what we want to get to, is what are those deep, deep wants, needs, and desires that you have that you've not been focusing on, you've not been looking at, you've let the kids get in the way, you've let the husband get in the way, you've let the wife get in the way, you've let the world get in the way. You let politics get in the way. There's things that get in our way every day. But until we find our happiness within ourselves and become happy with who we are, it's just, we're not going to be happy. You just you don't create happiness. So go through the identification process, figure out what it is. Then in clarification, what I have people do is they literally mull it over. I want them to take time, and I want them to be so solid in their in this step of clarifying that is what they want. There's no questions. There is no doubt. There's no questions. There's nothing. It's as solid in your brain as this is what I want and this is what I'm going to go for, and I'm not going to let anyone get in my way. And then we'll just take it from there, and we just start working together to write a plan. And again, you don't need me because people can do their own plans. They just have to do them.
Right, right.
But I hold people accountable.
Yeah, yes. That would be that's sometimes the difference, and sometimes the icing on the cake. If you want to, if you're struggling with something, if you've got somebody that you're accountable, or you've got a coach, sometimes that is the key to your success. However, you can do these on your own. Now, what I loved is on the identification is that you have people going out, whether it's in nature or whether it is, but finding their happy spot so that they're not distracted, because oftentimes, like Art says, we're worried about the kids, we're worried about the husband, and we have barely listened to our own heart, what we want, and identified that, because we're so caught up in everybody else's world and making everybody else happy. At least this is how it has been for me in the past, and that we can't even hear our own voice. So Art is talking about getting away, whether for me, it's the ocean. In order for me to have quiet time, I have to be almost near the water somewhere, or in nature for sure.
Yeah. I'm very much the same way.
Yeah.
Water's my big thing.
Right,
but,
exactly. And then
but you brought up something that's real near and dear to me, and that is listening to your inner self. It is so important that you start listening and trusting your inner self. You can hear your inner self, but a lot of people don't trust it. They're scared of it. And I'll tell you what, I have gotten through more things in my life, difficult situations and good situations, because I have listened and have become very in tune to what my gut tells me, what my inner self tells me. And I have a huge dialogue with my inner self all the time. And I am going to encourage everybody, if you're trying to transition in or out of something, relationships, school, doesn't matter, sports, anything where you're involved in a transition in life, you have to really do some soul searching, or you're not going to be happy as your true self can be.
Right. Because oftentimes what we do is we might hear the voice, but oftentimes we cover up the voice with the busyness of the world, or the busyness, or we are fearful in some ways of listening to it. And Art is talking about uncovering it and listening to it, because that is the root of our happiness and our contentment, is to find our voice and listening and clarifying, like he says, and identifying what we really want at the heart of heart. And so that's really good. I like that.
The next key to it is taking action.
Mm-hmm.
Become a doer.
Right.
Start making doo-doo all over this earth.
Making doo-doo, I love it.
When I talk to the high schoolers and the middle schoolers, that's what I tell them: go make doo-doo all over this earth, because we have so many big talkers in our world right now.
Exactly.
And they don't do. And the thing that separates the Bill Gateses and the Michael Dells and Elon Musks and all of those great minds, that have come up with creative new things, is that they are not afraid of being rejected. They're not afraid. They have no fear. They just keep doing. They just do until they get it right, until they've mastered all that they need to master. Right. And once you can master whatever it is you're attempting to do, then you become the expert.
Right.
And then you become happy.
Right.
I mean, I don't think I've ever been more happy in my life than I have been the last 11 years.
Right. Yeah, I'm more happy than I've ever been too. And I think what it is, and you can speak into this too, I think often we do not do action. First of all, fear, but then also, which is related to fear, we want everything to be perfect. And like Art's saying,